What's going on, Aquarius? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having a fantastic week so far. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just amazing, Aquarius, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We're in for an amazing journey, because it's General Energy Weekly Spread. It's like the little wave there. But Aquarius, with this weekly spread, whenever you happen to come across this video, there may be some messages in here for you. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. There's a great angel around here, Aquarius. So I'm going to pull a few oracle cards from this deck here, and then we'll get some details with the tarot. But before we jump into this thing, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? Okay. And in case if y'all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers that I like watching Aquarius, so definitely check them out. Very intuitive group. I think you'd enjoy them. But let's go ahead and get into your first card here. Oh, interesting. Looks like we might be carrying a little extra weight with us there, Aquarius, because you got the 7th card of Pisces, which is the baggage card. And with this card, this is a card of excess, unresolved issues, held together, preparedness, pack rat, fearing separation, heavy burdens, responsibility, necessities, let me see if I can read, prepared to go, next phase, and long journey. And the energy that's coming through here, Aquarius, is the excess. And so I feel like one thing that we do want to be mindful of, considering that one of your rulers is in Taurus for at least a few more years, it's just like energies of excess. You know, like, go and like, it's almost like there's this, we want to be mindful of this like overindulgence type of energy, just because, you know, Taurus can be a sign, you know, it's a very sensual sign, and Taurus gets this rep of being like a very hedonistic sign just because it does enjoy the earthly pleasures, you know, fine wine, food, things, all things luxurious. We just want to be mindful of just like kind of going overboard there and just like accumulating this I'm even kind of getting this energy of like accumulating like excess things, or just anything that just is like extra kind of stuff that we're kind of holding on to possibly. Or I'm getting like even like a slight sort of like 7 of Cups types of energy, very small and not heavy. Yeah, not a very heavy kind of devil energy, but you know, just being, you know, just because sometimes I feel like that too. You know, this world really does have a lot to offer, and sometimes we can get kind of lost in that. But yeah, we just want to be mindful of just kind of any sort of extra things that we may be kind of carrying on to. But I'm even sort of getting this energy just to considering where your other ruler is. Saturn is in Pisces. You're going to be in Pisces for the next 3 years. There's even this sort of like the things that we accumulate, even like emotionally, kind of mentally here, or even like this more so type of a spiritual type of thing as well, like any sort of, it's almost like staying a little too checked out maybe from, okay, staying a little too, maybe getting wrapped up into more of the spiritual side, because that can happen too. You know, everything needs to be done in balance. You know, we still, even though we can want to get kind of, you know, connect to the spirit realm and connect to those kind of higher forces and things, you know, we're on this realm for a reason. And you know, there is that sort of balance that I'm almost getting like that relationship kind of between like Pisces and Virgo, where Pisces is meant to, we can learn from our opposite signs, and whereas like Pisces energy is about, you know, tapping into, You know, they take all that natural spiritual energy that they have and they're trying to incorporate it in their day to day. Virgo takes the day to day energy because they're so natural at that, and they're trying to incorporate it. They try to access to the spiritual side and figure out how to navigate that. So, very interesting energy there, Aquarius. But let me get some tarot on this and get some details. Oh, all right. All right, thank you. Let's see what's going on here, Aquarius. All right, so you have the Tower here, the Queen of Wands, the Prince of Swords, the Ace of Disc, and then the Seven of Swords here. And with the Prince of Swords being here, you know, I feel that there is this thing here where because the Prince of Swords is a very sort of fast moving knight. And I feel that there's been this thing where with the Queen of Wands, she's the type that she really likes to pursue her passions. It's hard to keep her kind of bound to just sort of one sort of thing. She's the type that she really does sort of follow her heart. But again, it's just like, it feels like that we're sort of planting these seeds with the Ace of Disc, but not seeing this stuff that we're kind of accumulating here. It's like there's this excess, there's this baggage in a sense that we're kind of accumulating on this journey here. And I feel like that it's like making this tower kind of like, it's just interesting. It's like this rocking energy that I feel. It's like the more that we're kind of taking on there, the more unbalanced this foundation is. It's not built on sturdy ground, and there's just this. I think I might need to get a little bit more on this tower here, but. And maybe this could be something too, Aquarius. Maybe you're thinking where you have accumulated this sort of like excess thing, or trying to almost in a sense kind of trim this fat, in a sense of just like trying to where we can maybe kind of cut down on. Maybe it's to kind of get this more sense of focus. I feel like with the Prince of Swords, because he's the airy part of air, being the princes represent air, swords represent air, and he can be a little all over the place sometimes. You see how his little guys here just kind of, I was like talking about them when it's like he's trying to tell them all to go a direction. They're just like, okay, where? Well, we're just gonna go. They all just kind of split ways there. But and this could be too where it's just like we may notice like just things that just kind of make the energy sluggish here, and that can, because if the Seven of Swords can be in this deck for me, can be like one of my burnout cards. It's like you got all these little swords here that are kind of accumulating here, and they're just like chipping down this main sword here. That's you, Aquarius, kind of chipping this main sword down here, just like a little bit at a time here. And there's just, but let me get a little bit more on this on the tower. All right, Aquarius. Oh, all right. Oh, and there you are. Okay, and there's the Devil and the Empress. So you didn't catch that. So you got the Devil, the Empress, you, the Star card, and the Princess of Cups here, and that's what's clarifying this tower here, Aquarius. And I do feel like that maybe it's just like we are thinking about the things that are these like maybe some vices, or maybe some like toxic situations, maybe some like just things that are just like extra. And it's just like that we've maybe just kind of given our energies there with the Princess of Cups, because she's a very giving figure, almost very true. She does remind me of Pisces in a sense, very giving, almost like this sort of, and not that Pisces is naive, but that's the kind of energy that this is giving off here. And I do kind of feel, because that's interesting too, how you kind of got things going in order here, from the devil to the tower to the star. There's there's something I feel like is kind of affecting. It's like there's this. It's like it's something that's affecting your abundance. It's because there's too much going on. There's like this need to declutter, in a sense, whether this be of like a physical decluttering maybe, or maybe this is like a, again, like a mental declutter, maybe needing to kind of get your thoughts in order here, kind of help clear your mind. Maybe this is like do journaling, maybe this is do kind of getting outside in nature, whatever that's looking like, or maybe even like a spiritual declutter, maybe needing to kind of do some, maybe do some meditation, maybe do some crystal work, possibly some sort of like some sort of cleansing that's needing, or some sort of healing that's need to be done here. But hmm yeah, and I feel like that there's something here that's needing to be even nurtured, or something that's need, again, that's need to be healed here with the Empress in the tower here. Something has gotten very unhealthy, in a sense. I mean, it's like this is what this vibe is. Something's like it's the devil's like attached to the Empress in a way that is, it's a little heavy, Aquarius. I'm like, I wish I had better words for that. Like, it's not necessarily like this toxic feminine energy that she's in, but it's this, something's dragging her abundance down, or there's just there's too much of this. There's this, and there's like there's a lot of this devil energy that's weighing this down, and there's like more of this star energy that's needed to come in, this healing, this clearing. But hmm a lot of majors there to start off with there, Aquarius. So yeah, just something to think about. But let's uh let's get another oracle on the mix. And just thinking about too. Thank you. I know the Emperor and the Empress are considered divine counterparts, of course, but I like to think of it that the real kind of divine counterparts are the Empress and the Tower here. Mars is the Tower, and Venus is the Empress. And Mars is that energy that comes through when the foundation isn't, when things need to change, when we need to take action to get this energy moving, so that the Empress can come in and plant new seeds and bring new, ace of disc in a sense, and plant new seeds of beauty and growth, and kind of build on this newer foundation that the tower has cleared for her, so that that balance, that eternal dance can keep kind of going there, Aquarius. But let's get to your next card here, which is interesting. So you got the fourth card of Leos here, which is the family card. And with this card, this is a card of loyalty, faithful, allegiance, parents, children, siblings, fidelity, commitment, trust, affection, support systems, origins, tribe, dependable, sincere, and kindred spirits. An energy that's coming through here, Aquarius, is the support systems. And so that's interesting. I almost feel like that for some, it's like we want to, because maybe we're trying to, it almost feels like, just considering with the tower, maybe there's about to be a change in our support systems, possibly. Maybe this is something where there's this, again, this over giving energy that's kind of coming through. There's this, again, that excess, that bad, something's becoming a, almost like a Ten of Wands energy, like a burden in a sense. And it's like, it's, I feel like it's maybe, it's like if, I'm wondering if it's like if we need to invest in different support systems, possibly, or if it's like we're trying to find our group or our soul tribe here, considering that you popped up and your energy deals with, like, groups, friends, the collective, things like that. And maybe there's a need for a, almost like I'm getting like a something new or something again that's not like necessarily trying to. I know it's like, or I do. It's almost like there's this. It's paying attention to those I feel like maybe in your support systems who are trying to bring abundance and maybe bring change with the Tower and the Empress here, and in those that are bringing this sort of like this heavy sort of devil energy that's sort of dragging things down a little bit for and that's like preventing this from you from like really kind of realizing, because the star card can also be a card of potential here. And let me get a little bit let me get a little bit more on that there, Aquarius. A lot of Queen of Swords going around here. Thank you. Alright, Aquarius. So you have the Hanged Man, the Queen of Swords, the Six of Wands, and then the Nine of Wands. And I feel that there is this. There's this energy of. It's interesting. It's like I'm getting the Nine of Wands is giving me this like who is like the backbone or like the even like the skeleton of your support system in a sense. It's like really digging down to the roots of that maybe, and just like paying attention to the ones that bring you this sense of strength here. But this can also be, just like one of my recovery cards here with the Nine of Wands. It's just like things are starting to get really heavy. Maybe there's been. It almost feels like that maybe just like, because the Six of Wands can be like a long journey, and it's those that are coming around to celebrate you on this journey that and it just feels like that there's this again, it's like we're seeing things from a different perspective here, from a higher perspective. This Queen of Swords is throned on this throne of clouds here. It's like we're kind of seeing things as they really are here. Like how you have this Eye of Shiva in this tower here. It's like we're seeing where the support system is a little rocky and could use, those that are there to celebrate us in the in the in the in the good times, and in the in the when things are going great, and then when things aren't going so great, and just sort of like focusing on where because the Queen of Swords, I'm even thinking too, because I think might get a little bit more with this Hanged Man, but the Queen of Swords as well, she can be one that, and I'm thinking like the traditional Queen of Swords where she has her hand out, but she's got her sword up still. And it's just like it's paying attention to those who are coming correct and who aren't, in a sense, who have your best interest, and then who are there, to raise your vibration as opposed to lower your vibration in a sense. But let me get some clarification on this Hanged Man. Thank you. Oh, all right. You're got a lot of swords in this family here, because the Hanged Man is clarified by the Princess of Swords, the Four of Cups, the Two of Wands, and then the Chariot. And it feels like with the Chariot, in order, like, especially if you feel like things haven't been moving, it's just like maybe we've been kind of working for a while, but and been putting all this energy, but it just feels like that there's something here. Maybe this is the, because the Princess of Swords can be like, this is the Prince of Swords, or the Page of Swords in traditional tarot, and she's got a very destructive background that's going on here. And I feel like, sometimes when she gets in her head, or maybe like the thoughts of others, I'm even kind of getting like a Five of Swords energy, when the thoughts of others kind of, when she gets caught up in that, it could slows down the process here, and she can get kind of, it's like we essentially almost become like our own worst enemy in the sense. And it just seems that maybe for some it's just like paying attention to to actions as well as words here, possibly, because it's like maybe something seems very shiny, and like you see, it's like this Four of Cups, it looks very presentable on paper, but then if you take a closer look, the skies here are starting to get gray, because usually the cup cards of, which is funny, the Chariot is Cancer, and this is one of Cancer's cards. It's like the, usually they're very bright and very sunny, very, just very soothing waters, but it's like, again, it's like this devil energy that's coming through, that's, the waters are starting to get choppy, and there's a storm that's a brewing, but it's being presented this thing with like, just like bright cups, and like, ooh, look at me, don't look at the storm behind me, no, that's nothing. You kind of get what I'm getting, Aquarius. So it is sort of like there's this discernment that's needed, and it's just like maybe there's, it's like someone maybe in our support system maybe just kind of doing a lot. So just thinking this excess, or just this excessive, almost. Oh, there's a good word that I had for this. Not imposing, but the word ran away from me. All right, then I'm gonna leave that there, Aquarius. All right, let's get your last card. Thank you. Yeah. All right, last little bit here. So you got the fourth card of Sagittarius, which is the Gavel card. And with this card, this is a card of conviction, decisions made, pay attention, offer accepted, legal matters, court order, fair, finished, being judged, bring order, serious situation, important decisions, and assertion. So the energy that's kind of coming through here, Aquarius, like more on the lighter end is the decisions made, but on the bigger end is like the important decision. And so I feel like with this, Aquarius, if we have some things that are coming up, some important decisions that need to be made or something along those lines, there is this energy maybe before we kind of pursue forward, just kind of make sure that we're just evaluating all of our options here, really kind of again seeing things from multiple perspectives before we take that, maybe take that leap of faith. I'm even kind of getting your other ruler, Uranus energy, that Fool energy, and yeah, just seeing who. And I even kind of feel too, maybe with these important decisions, that maybe this is one where we can kind of see where those, like, because the Queen of Swords is Libra energy. And it's like, Libra can deal with, like, sometimes needing that, like, sounding board in order to make a decision. And this can maybe even kind of see where we have, like, this. But it's like we need to protect our energies in a sense. I'm even kind of getting like a Seven of Wands, where it's like not necessarily like people criticizing your energies, but just make sure that they have your best interest at heart, in a sense. Excuse me. Because even on a different scale, too, the Seven of Swords can be a card of honesty, and it's just like, it's like seeing something for what it is. I feel like, because the Hanged Man, this Neptune, and that can deal with illusions and things, and there is this sort of, I mean, again, with this Eye of Shiva, the Queen of Swords here, the Hanged Man, a lot of clarity is kind of coming through here, but it's just sussing through this excess noise, possibly, or energies. And let me get your last few tarot cards here, see what's going on with that. There's Sagittarius. I'm with it. Thank you. Alright, Aquarius, last little bit here. Alright, so you have the 8 of Wands, the 4 of Swords, the 7 of Disc, and then the Art card, or the Temperance card here. And let's switch back over here, Aquarius. Because that's interesting, too, that... Because, again, you kind of got cards that are really kind of going in order here. Because first is Temperance, then the Devil, then the Tower, then the Star. And it all starts with where, you know, this balance here. And if something feels like there's this energy of excess that's going on here, it's just like with the 7 of Disc, it's like you're paying attention to what we've invested in and what those crops have yielded in a sense. And if you're noticing where things are starting to fail in some sort of regard, you know, whether this be in the people that we've invested in, or maybe even just like decisions where we've just been maybe putting in excess, or that's one energy that's coming through there. I feel like that there's this energy that's needing to make peace or to come to terms with that maybe some things need to change with the Tower being here. And something like, and just seeing how things have maybe slowed down your energies. But I'm even sort of getting that there's this with these important decisions. I feel like just being mindful, because the 8 of Wands can be very fast energy. And I feel like if we don't feel that something is resonating with you, you don't feel quite in balance or feel quite comfortable with this making this, then, you know, then because I'm even getting like this anxiety even, then I feel like there's a need to just, again, maybe kind of slow down again, or even pivot this Chariot, or whatever that kind of looks like for you. But alright, Aquarius. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave that there. But just, but yeah, definitely something to think about there. But if any of this resonated with you, give it a thumbs up and share this, Aquarius. If you know someone who's maybe, that excess is interesting. Like, it's just like there's like, it's like just if you notice, like, you just have just like extra of something. That's fascinating. Like, it's that, or you notice, I don't know, there's like, just share this. Or if you know, just like if someone's like kind of stuck in this situation, or, you know, support system's looking a little rocky. But, and then subscribe, you Empress. And then hit that bell button to get notified when I release videos each week. And then lastly, let's change this vibration a little bit, Aquarius, because look at you getting the hottest ticket to come over to my other channel. Not that you need it, but if you have any Cancer in your placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, come on over to the Chariot and Friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss lunar shenanigans. It doesn't seem to matter where the Empress is at. I still freak out. This was a pretty tame one, just because how she came out with that was a interesting energy for the Empress. But all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here, so I can get you out of here, Aquarius. Here's that 5 of Swords. We're talking about that too. So that's interesting, Aquarius. So I feel like with these, because maybe for some it's just like we have, because the 5 of Swords can be just like the perspectives of others. For me, is how this has been really kind of heavily translating here as of late. And it's like that maybe we're having excess of like opinions about where the energies need to be going. Just like Ace of Disc, where we can invest, or maybe there's this not, because the 5 of Swords too can kind of be sort of can be a bit of a malicious type of energy, if maybe we're noticing again some sort of toxic something in your support systems, or again maybe there's this important decisions that a lot of people maybe have like opinions on, and if it doesn't seem like it's supporting where you want to go, then you know you got to follow. You stay true to where your intuition said. Trust you. You showed up here, Aquarius, and considering we were clarifying where the change needs to happen, you decide where that change goes. So, I mean, I dig that. And then let's get your oracle card here, so I can get you out of here. Huh. Look at you! You get a second one. I'm with that. Okay. That happens every now and again. Higher self likes to spoil you sometimes. Oh, I'm with that. Oh, I'm really with that. So you got the 24th card here, which is the time for a nap. Look at you, sleepy fox. And then you got the 26th card, which is the happy card. And I like that happy card. That gives me very much. Look at all these stars that she's got around her. She's got a nice little star at the center here too, there, Aquarius. And I feel like it's following the things that make you happy. You know, whatever this important decision is, and being around people that, you know, kind of raise your vibration to this happiness. But I do feel like that there is this energy too with this time for a nap, is maybe like with these decisions that maybe that need to be made, that maybe it's time to like kind of sleep on this stuff, or you know, or maybe you've been just really kind of exhausted here as of late. You know, there's been a lot of energies just been kind of going around, and you know, maybe we've been getting these, and that might be something too, Aquarius. You know, maybe it's paying attention to your dreams as well. If you've noticed that maybe there's messages and signals that that you might be getting. Actually, I've been dreaming quite a bit lately, and that's where I'm starting to see some. I had an interesting one last night that gave me some clarity, but pay attention to that, Aquarius. Maybe keep a dream journal if you know, see if you can recall some of the stuff or the scenes, and see how the images and the things resonate with you. But I do like where this is going, though. A little happiness at the end of the road there. So I'm with that. But I will say, just one little thing with that, just being like how we were talking about being tapped into the spiritual realm maybe too long. I'm just thinking where maybe we find our happiness when we're, you know, when we're taking naps and things. But there is that, again, there needs to be that balance, because like that can even be a form of escapism. You know, like it's weird how this how we need to balance out in this realm. But I do ultimately feel that there is just I really love this, all the stars here on this happy card. So I do feel like that. Hopefully you are feeling happy there, Aquarius. So I think I'm gonna leave that there. So you stay safe out there. This access to support systems, important decisions. Yeah, stay safe out there. Sleep on if you need to. Make sure that our vibrations are feeling good. And you know what? Raise your vibrations if they're not. Raise them to the roof. You do some self-care. The Empress popping up here. Maybe go on a little trip with the chariot, or maybe even do some creating with the art card. You know, that can be something that can bring you some happiness there, Aquarius. And I will catch you on the next one. Later.